Oh, okay. So I have to be on the YouTube live shit and then press it.
Lately, I've been going through retro phase. So for today, I want to share how I went from this 2D illustration to this 3D character. But hey, I'm Kevin. It's like Kevin, but it's Kevin. There's something magical about video game graphics from the pre-2000s. With the launch of the PS1 and N64, 3D graphics in gaming had just started making their way into the mainstream. Things were much, much more simpler back then. Games often heavily relied on visual trickery to create the illusion of real-time graphics. But it's all these limitations that led to this iconic style that defined the pre-2000s. Whether it was the unsettling grunge horror aesthetic that came from the low-res bit-crush textures, or the more cutesy, comfy, lo-fi vibes that came from the simplification of its visuals, this era, despite being well past its expiry date, is having a huge comeback. There are tons of indie games that use this pre-2000s aesthetic
Crow Country. I played that game for a little bit.
to great effect. I myself have recently done my own set of experimentations trying to replicate this style. So let's discuss some key elements that define this aesthetic. And the most noticeable one of them all has got to be those blocky, low poly models. You see, a lot of constraints were tied to artists in order to maintain performance on these older consoles. The character's triangle count would typically land between 400
Video's about to be done.
That's been me. Have a wonderful
Right on time.
remember, stay safe and stay protected.
Alright, let's do what I said I was gonna do. Move on. Always drink water with the juice. I can't wait till I get into those advanced art styles that I've been looking at. But for now, we're sticking with Old Man the Monster. Oh, and after this, we're gonna do the donut, and then we're gonna do the anime girl. My apologies for the delay, but there's plenty of art earlier and frustrations. Oh, fuck. Bro, why am I looking at this shit right here and I'm like, isn't that the dude from Shameless? And then he was the fucking guy from Dragon Ball Evolution? There's no way.
The actor who played Goku in
It was.
sad about the role. One thing every actor hopes for when playing a protagonist in a manga adaptation is to receive praise from the creator of the work. Well, that wasn't the case for Justin Chapman. It's true that he doesn't deserve all the blame for the fiasco that was this film. His casting for the role was terrible, starting with the fact that he didn't resemble Goku at all.
I'm saying that nigga didn't even look like Goku, bro. Nobody looks like fucking Goku. Like, nobody looks like Goku, bro. How the fuck you look like Goku? Like, do you see his fucking eyes? How does somebody look like Goku in real life? Let's get to this fucking. Let's do this shit. I'm trying to play Marvel Rivals. Alright. Okay, we were like over here.
Make their jump a bit. The trousers are what's different to football pants, you might say.
I just need to know how to fix this fucking flashlight right here.
New one here. This time I'll close it down, create a new one, and I'll change those to a brownie colour like this. And I'll rename it as well. So just be aware of that if you need to change some of these materials. I'll continue and speed everything up. Remember, you can choose a material that you've already got on the drop down just here. I'll just edit the pupils very slightly and make them a little bit bigger. And at any point, just paint your colours as you see fit. Whilst
Oh, it didn't save my my pupils. Did it? No, it's still in the middle. I swear I like. Shit. Why does he have? You know what? That's like a fucking happy accident for me. Okay. He's looking up. Yeah, he's looking up. I feel like his. Why am I pressing scale and it's doing this? Oh boy. Alright, let's just keep this like that. Whatever. Whew. I need to make my fucking chat smaller or something. You guys can't even see the art. I mean, come on, phone. I feel like this needs to go like in the middle. What we're doing about this. This is why I need 2 monitors. Okay. I think for now, I'm just gonna make the chat small, cause like, you guys don't know me. You know who I am yet. There's nobody in here. Okay. Yeah, now you get a better view of art. That's No, I'm just making it a little bit bigger later. Okay.
The torch will need two material slots, so new material, torch body, and I'll make this a fairly dark colour. And then into edit mode, select front face, add a new material slot.
Bro. Torch body. Torch body 1? Oh, I'm disgusted with myself sometimes.
Whilst you're working.
What is the button?
The torch will need two material slots, so new material, torch body, and I'll make this a fairly dark colour. And then into edit mode, select front face, add a new material slot, so add a slot just here, and a
Material. Oh my god. Okay. Torch face.
sign that. Turns white because there's no material in that slot yet. So new material, torch.
Why is mine
Let's
still?
go to the mission slot here, change the colour to a nice yellowy colour, give it a
Aha!
and with text slot just here, and a sign that.
Oh my god, he's on regular speed, isn't he? Fuck. Imagine going to college, bro. And you, cause I know fucking college professors talk like this, and you have to sit there and you have to write the notes down. Oh my god! Imagine you could just like use the TV remote button from click, and you just fucking slow them down. You do that with YouTube.
Slightly dark colour, and then into edit mode, select front face, add a new material slot,
Shit.
sign that. Turns white because there's no material in that slot yet. New material, torch. Just go to the slot here, change the colour to a nice yellowy colour, and give it a strength of 5. And we've textured our entire scene, so we just need to lights in the next episode. So hopefully you've got
My shit. Five. I guess. I should animate this shit one day. Like, animating my first Blender tutorial after fucking like 5 years of doing this. And then just do some like funny shit, bro. Cause this is actually a funny scene when you look at it. Cause why does he have a flashlight if there are fucking street lamps? You know, why is he outside? Like, where is he? He's old as shit. I want to add like trees or something. Then this fucking guy comes out of nowhere. And you just like, hold on, bro. Fuck. And it just pants like that, bro. I want to do it like he's walking up, like right here. He stops. He looks up. No, he like tries to turn his flashlight on. He turns it on. He turns it on. You're only looking at it from like this view. You're seeing him like turn the light on. He looks up. Then he had this look right here, and then it just like slowly pans to the fucking dude. And then it'll just like be like the side view. With the side view like that. And then he just drops this flashlight. And then bro like attacks him. And then the scene cuts out. He's dead.
Okay, with all of that, as always, do check out the links in the description for any updates and links to the wonderful playlists and courses I have on offer. If you've got any questions, then do comment below.
Alright, that was part 7.
Next time.
Alright, lights and
We're
composition.
making this fun scene that you can see here.
Why did I do the full screen?
With Scary Monster and Man, and in this video, the last of the series, we're finishing off with the fog and the lights to finish off our scene. Okay, so here's where we got up to last time. I'll just bring out that window a bit more and zoom in a touch. Now currently for the lighting, I'm still in material preview mode, so if I use the middle mouse button and strafe across the menu at the top here, there's material preview mode there, and it's lighting the scene with this 𝕯𝖒, so it's nice and bright and vivid in the scene, lighting it with this background. If I jump to rendered view, you can see it's using the emission materials for a bit of light and the light in the scene just at the top here. I left click on that. Oh, I can't select it. That must mean I'm in edit mode still. Bit of light and the light in the scene just at the top here. I left click on that. Oh, I can't select it. That must mean I'm in edit mode still. Let's just use the middle mouse button to strafe across this menu. Yes, I'm still in edit mode for the torch by the looks of things, so I'll change back to object mode there and select the light. So if I press G to grab, you can see the influence of this one light just here. And I'm currently in cycles, as you can see across here. Let's see what 𝕯𝖒 looks like. So there's 𝕯𝖒, and that doesn't look too different from cycles for this particular scene. But what you might find is that when you move around the lights in cycles, your computer struggles to keep up. I've got a fairly high spec computer with a good graphics card, so this is finding the task relatively straightforward, but it's still taking a moment to update and give me the feedback I want. If I jump back to 𝕒, it's much faster and more responsive. The difference you will find between the render engines is that sometimes the emission materials don't give off quite the same amount of light in 𝕒 as they do in cycles. But for now, I'll keep with 𝕒 because that's more accessible to everybody out there. But remember, you can always change across the cycles if you want to try out that look for the final render. So before we add any more lights to our scene, let's add the fog. There's a couple of ways of doing this. The easiest way is to create a big cube that covers everything and then make that a fog material. So I'll press Shift-A to add, mesh, and then cube. I'll come to top view, zoom out a bit and scale that up so it covers the scene. So around there, and then to side view and just move that into position so it covers everything. Obviously we've got a problem now that we can't see everything in our scene. So I'll press Shift-A to add. There's a couple of ways of doing this. The easiest everybody out there, but remember you can always change across the cycles if you want to try out that look for the final render. So before we add any more lights to our scene, let's add the fog. There's a couple of ways of doing this. The easiest way is to create a big cube that covers everything and then make that a fog material. So I'll press Shift. Shift-A to add, mesh, and then cube. I'll come to top view, zoom out a bit and scale that up so it covers the scene. So around there, and then to side view and just move that into position. So it covers everything. Obviously we've got a problem now that we can't see everything in our scene. We can actually come down to the object properties just here with that big cube selected and scroll down slightly to where it says viewport visibility or where it says viewport display and change that to bounds. So it'll only show the bounds of the box. We're not seeing anything inside yet. That's because I need to change the material for this object. So with the cube selected, I'll give it a new material and I'll call this fog. I'll delete the principled BSDF. So I'll select that and press delete. And then Shift-A to add, so that's the same shortcut key or the add menu up here. Under shader, we've got principled volume. So very similar to the principled BSDF, but this one's a volume shader. So I'll put that there and I'll hook it up to the volume. The principled BSDF was hooked up to the surface. This one hooks up to the volume and it's clearly labeled there, so it should be fairly straightforward. And now we can see some volume in our scene. And I'll just resize the cubes. One hooks up to the volume and it's clearly labeled there, so it should be fairly straightforward. And now we can see some volume in our scene, and I'll just resize the cube slightly in side view, so G to grab. hook it up to the volume. The principled BSDF was hooked up to the surface. This one hooks up to the volume, and it's clearly labeled there, so it should be fairly straightforward. And now we can see some volume in our scene. And I'll just resize the cube slightly in side view. So G to grab and Z, bring that up. Use the 3D covers everything. Obviously we've got a problem now that we can't see everything in our scene. We can actually...
And I was muted the entire time. Once again, because I don't know how to look at fucking colors. Didn't miss much. Did not miss much. I have been having trouble. I redid the cube because it wasn't as white as his cube. So I'm just doing it over just to see like if I missed anything. Can't believe I fucking had my mic muted again.
Object properties just here with that big cube selected, and scroll down slightly to where it says viewport visibility or where it says viewport display, and change that to bounds. So it'll only show the bounds of the box. We're not seeing anything inside yet. That's because I need to change the material for this object. So with the cube selected, I'll give it a new material and I'll call this fog. I'll delete the principled BSDF
Oh.
Clearly labelled there, so it should be fairly straightforward. And now we can see some volume in our scene.
I
I'll
mean,
just resize the cube slightly inside view. So G to grab and Z, bring that up. Use the 3D cursor as my pivot point, so 3D cursor to here. Change the 3D cursor with period key. Scale in Z, bring that down.
what the fuck? I think it's just his settings at that point. It's gotta just be his settings, bro. I see it, but it's just not as much or as weight as what he's doing. But whatever. We're gonna go up, 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 up. Right there. Is it because my thing isn't? You saw that as fucking brain power, bro. Brain power, bro. What are you talking about? Holy shit, I figured it out on my own. It was the light power. Okay. Fuck is he doing? He's resizing, right?
That down.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a bit too foggy, as you can see there. So in the principal volume,
And he was gonna.
the density.
You know what? I'm like how I figured it out on my own, but I just need to like watch the fucking video, and he's just gonna show me anyway.
Down to maybe 0.1, and that's looking a lot better. So now's a good time to pause the video and catch up with me adding your big box of fog.
Actually, no, cause I still needed to change the lighting, cause it still would have. Let me see. How the fuck do I do that again? No, the light. The light. Okay. How would it have looked? If I didn't do that. Yes, I mean, like, it still would have looked low as like that. Like, I still would have had to figure that out. So yeah, brain power. But let's adjust this. That looks cool. See, look, now it's really like, damn. It was foggy as fuck. That's why he had the flashlight. That makes sense why he had the flashlight now. And then he just, look, wow. And then he walks up and it's just a fucking monster. And he's like, wow. This is such a cool thing I'm doing right now. I'm sorry, I'm just admiring this shit. How long have I been working on this shit? Like 4 days? 3 days? I feel like I could have did it if I just spent an entire day doing this shit. But I'm like doing real life shit, and I'm doing this for like a couple hours. But I think tomorrow I'm gonna spend like a lot longer time doing. blender. Or a lot more time. It just looks so fucking cool. His monster is more like Hulk shape. I don't know, it reminds me of like the Hulk. Mine's more blocky. He looks more like, mine looks more like a golem. His look like the fucking like some Hulk. And then I did the little my own thing with the hands. A little self improvement. Made those sharp. He didn't even teach me how to do it. I just did that shit. I mean, he taught me how to like warp the squares and stuff, but he was not adjusting his arms like that. I just did that shit, and then I added my own 𝖒𝖒 right here, cause you know that just makes more sense. Hell yeah! Oh yeah, and then his legs are like more flat and like armored, like scales, you know, because he's like a golem. And let's continue the video.
Good time to pause the video and catch up with me adding your big box of fog. Now we can start figuring out how we want our lights to look. This one here, for example, and that's actually with this cue here, is a bit awkward to select. So remember, you can press Alt left click and you can choose which objects in front of your mouse you want to select. So I'll select the light here. This light looks really uncomfortable. It doesn't really make any sense. So let's use that one for the torch. So I'll go to side view with 3 on my numpad and bring that down to the front of the torch just there. And then in the top view, make sure it's lined up. With 3 on my numpad and bring that down to the front of the torch.
Alt click light. Okay, that is actually super helpful. No, but it has to be like in front of the light. Fuck. Oh wait, why? Okay. Okay, the light rays are kind of fucked up though.
I feel like people know where I'm lying.
Top view, make sure it's lined up. So around there looks good. I press period key to zoom in on that object, and then come around to the front here. Let's take a look. Okay, at the moment it's at point light. If I go down to the lighting properties here, the object data properties, which changes to a lamp icon, I'll click on that, and we've got a point, sun, spot, and area light. For this one, I'll choose a spotlight, and you can see how that might work at the moment. I'll need to rotate around the x-axis 90 degrees. Oh, I've still got the 3D cursor, so period key plus the median point R, X, 90, and now we're
And it still feels like he's talking in normal speed.
object data properties, which changes to a lamp icon. I'll click on that, and we've got a point, sun, spot, area light. For this one, I'll choose a spotlight, and you can see how that might work at the moment. I'll need to rotate around the x-axis 90 degrees. Oh, I've still got the 3D cursor, so period key plus the median point. It's R, X, 90, and now we're roughly pointing towards the monster. I need to press RZ to make sure it's close enough. Then X to move it up a bit to around about there, I think. And that's looking quite fun. I'll change the colour to a more orangey colour, somewhere around there, and that's looking great.
Alright. Sensei. I did it. I did it. Yo, shout out Grant Abbott, bro. Shout out Grant Abbott. My first master teacher for a blender. That shit. What is he doing?
Now there's a few other options within the spotlight which are quite useful. You can change the angle just here, and that will narrow your beam or widen it. I have a fair
Hold on, his light is like it's not pointing right. Wait. Fuck. What was it? That was R. Bro, am I tripping? Oh, okay. I just gotta not press a button. Alright, now it's like at his face. The fuck is going on?
The fog having a great effect there. So now it'd be nice to have light coming from our actual street lamps. So I'll duplicate this one. Again, I'll press Alt left click to select light. Shift D to duplicate. I don't want to do Alt D for a link duplicate because I want to be able to change this one independently of this one. Go to front view and I'll just move that across until I find my street lamp, which is a little messy. So let's go to side view instead. Move that in position there. Rotate it round so it's pointing downwards. Let's go to front view so I can move it.
Okay, I see what he's doing. Boom. It needs to be more centered though, but I bet he'll experiment. Alright.
Instead, move that in position there. Rotate it round so it's pointing downwards. Let's go to front view.
Yeah, okay, I forgot to do the side view. I think that's really good. I think that's nice. Yeah. Alright.
Little messy, so let's go to side view instead. Move that in position there. Rotate it round so it's pointing downwards. Let's go to front view so I can move it under the just there. And I rotate it so it's very slightly pointing towards there, just there.
Oh, he's rotating it. I mean, I like. But it doesn't make sense how it's hitting the back like that. Or, I mean, it does though. Yeah. No, I guess it doesn't. We're just gonna fuck. We're just gonna fucking rotate it. You know, whatever. This is rotated. So you said it's like, yeah, I get it. Actually, that's way better. Yeah, I see it now. That's why you're the teacher, Mr. Abbott.
This time I'll press Alt-D in the Y-axis to copy it across just to here, and I'm rotating it.
It's turned into a scene, man. We need to delete this, this one. This doesn't make sense. Alright. Cause like, why would he turn his flashlight on if the thing was on right there? You know what? I feel like a better challenge would be making this one like broken. But then I Alt-D'd, so let me just Shift D. And then I'm gonna try to like make it look like a malfunctioning one, or just like it's like a dim street light. But if I can't get it right, I'm just gonna delete it because it doesn't make sense. Or maybe it does. No, cause in his, wait, hold on. Cause in his, I'm looking at his now. His shit is in front of the light, so I guess it does make sense. And cause it's a monster, is like in between the spacing of the two lights. Or should I not be thinking about this so hard right now? And just be a. I feel like I should be thinking about this, right? No, but we're gonna change the color. Let's just see what he does, bro. Like, I'm doing it again. Let's just see what he does.
Say 500 or something, so it's slightly dimmer than the torch, just so it accentuates this character, and both of them will update.
Yes, accentuate. Exactly. Make him stand out. Is he? That's the what I was thinking about doing, and then he fucking explained it for like the third time. I just need to play the video and watch the video. All right.
Could even change the colour to a more sort of yellowy colour or something like that. Maybe a little bit more towards white. So the torch looks a little bit yellow. And then we've got a bit more white light coming from there and yellow coming from the torch. Up.
And then I shift D for that one. So nothing I'm doing right here was applying. But I know what to do. So we're gonna do it. See like a blue light. Or like closer to light. Alright, well, like, his flashlight isn't even pointing up, so why the fuck do I have it? I need to stop cursing so much. Alright. All about angles. I'm like having a fucking existential crisis right now. I need to smoke some weed.
I put a lot of spaghetti on my fucking plate. Nah, it's this shit, bro. It's trying to like hit bowls. I'm trying.
You had this whole time to hit that shit.
Get an attitude.
Why the fuck you throwing that light?
Because you get an attitude with everything I do. Like, that's why I get to leave.
You making my stream toxic. That's why I put her ass in fucking blender. Let me stop. I'm gonna put her in blender or in a blender. Churn the shit. Huh? I like. Give me a kiss. Hold on, guys. Nocturnal. Bro. Bro. What do you mean by that? Yeah, bro. Some people like they got mad psychosis. I'm not even gonna lie. I smoke mad weed though, so dabs, bro. I don't like dabs. Those shits are hot. Like the rigs. Oh my god.
3,000. And it's looking quite fun. I
Oh
just-
wait. Paused the wrong video. Bro, like these shits. I used to take these, bro. These are so hot. One guy was drinking dabs using shrooms like it was nothing to him. Hey, let's play a game. Yeah, I used to do shrooms. I used to do hella shrooms.
The other two were females. God only knows what they were up to in there. And furthermore, Susan, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised to learn that all four of them habitually smoke marijuana. She was living in a single room.
He had to cut that shit out because he died.
Bring the blues across so they're a bit more.
Oh yeah, so you just got in, so let me break down what we were doing. We added a cube for the fog, and then we added these lights right here, and then we added the light on his flashlight. Yeah, now we're just changing the luminance of the scene with this area light right here. But his light just looks like so much better than mine, and I've been like, that's been my problem right now, is how his is so much brighter than mine. It's very perplexing. But his power is like all the way up though. I mean, like, turn mine up. It shows on like 3,000. But like his lighting just looks so fucking cool. I want that purple effect that he has. I can't get it right. I think it's just because I use different. You know what? Let's change the... I think it's the street, bro. I really think it's the street right now. So we're gonna, we're gonna change this color. How the fuck? Oh boy. the color. Oh, objects. Maybe it was in worlds. Okay. I just think the street could be lighter. Alright. I fucking got it. See? You see it looks so much different now cuz it was the it was my street color, bro. Let's change it up. Trying to get that right color that he has. Yeah, I should have just kept the shit light because it's already dark, so I mean it's gonna make it dark. Yeah, see, that looks like his shit. But now I'm gonna want to change the color of these. So let's see. Am I tripping or is it not changing the color? There it is. Bro, is it changing it or what? Oh, I was on the wrong thing. Fuck. Control Z. I was not doing Control V. Okay. I want to make this. Shit. What the fuck did I just do? No.
The top there. Okay. So the scene's looking really great there. I'll just bring back my overlays and I'll explain one more thing about the area light. So try and click on the area light there. Remember you've got the outliner as well. Have accidentally added this to the monster layer, so I will need to do it much better. If I turn the overlays off, just hit in and I'll bring the palette 5,000 for the whole scene. I'll scale it up a bit as well so it lights no fun. I'll just bring the blues across so they're a bit in that blue section.
What's up, 𝕯𝖒? He said, ask me anything. You be using Blender, bro? So that changes overall atmosphere lighting. Does that also change the flashlight color? No, so this is the area light right here. And this is gonna be like the moon lighting, I guess. And then these are the street lights. Like each thing has their own individual lighting. And then that's the flashlight. So then this area blue that we have right here, That's from the cube itself. So if I hide this cube, right, because that's the scene itself, and then that's the fog that we added with the cube, just to give it that luminous. And then right now we're gonna rotate this at an angle to make it like a moon, I guess. You say you're hella tapped in? That's what's up, bro. Definitely gonna need you on this journey. Alright.
I'll change the color to a nice bluey color again, and I'll bring the power up to something like, let's just start with 5,000. It's really vivid, so that's a bit too much, maybe 3,000. And it's looking quite fun. I'll just bring the blues across so they're a bit more in that blue section there, and I'll bring the power down to 1,000. I think that's more like it.
1,000.
I'll make it come from an angle, perhaps behind our monster just there, and
We're doing good so far. I've been working on this for like a couple days. I'm getting used to the clicking and the pressing buttons and stuff.
I think I need to bring up the intensity of the lights in the scene. So maybe lights just here. So remember, Alt left click, choose those lights, and let's turn those up to 1,000. That's looking good. Maybe it's
Yes, sir. I had to start somewhere.
much better. If I turn the overlays off just here, that will turn all the black lines off, my lights and things like that, so I can really see what my scene looks like, and that's great. I'll just click away from that light object so we can't see it anymore, and our scene's looking really good there. So you might want to pause the video.
Alright, but my lighting is like overlapping right here with this street light. Oh, fuck. Why isn't it? Oh, it was this one. Okay. Yeah, see, it's not touching it anymore. I didn't like how it was overlapping before. Do commissions? Do you have an Instagram? Can we look at some of your art real quick? tripping. That's in there. It looked weird from that perspective. All right, let's see what he's doing.
Now that's looking much better. If I turn the overlays off, just
Weird design V. Huh? This is the account I was gonna use to post these art videos. It's not even up yet. I'm gonna follow you on this account though. What happened? Okay. Oh, you like breakcore? Okay. Yo, love my page then. Yo, I fuck with this shit, bro. What was that for? Like, is that like a ray gun? You said it's like commission? So somebody paid you to make that like for their game? You see, you want to make guns? Where all this stuff is different. I feel you're like a weapons kind of guy. That's cool. Oh shit. I like how it popped out like that. Oh? And it retracted. That's so clean. What the fuck? That's so cool, bro. Ooh. I fuck with this like some Halo shit. What the fuck is this, bro? That gun is so cool. Bro, I would like 3D. You said that's goofy? Nah, that shit cool as fuck, bro. Bro, I would 3D print this shit and like dress up as like Skeletor for Halloween, bro. That shit would be cool as fuck. Like a cyberpunk Skeletor. I'll go crazy. And they about to make a He-Man movie. Or release it. Oh shit. Bro, tell me I thought that shit had 66 likes and 6 comments, and it's the fucking Bro, you know what this shit remind me of? Like a fucking, like a Tamagotchi. But it's a music player. So I love those. They look like when I have skins come to life. I did a lot of the players' personal projects. I feel that just personal projects that you released, put it on. I will put like this shit. You could make this like a visualizer for somebody, like in this area where the sound is playing. Like you could still keep this audio wave and put it like down here maybe, and then you put the like their face or some shit, or like whatever they want to put right here, and then like the name of the song and shit. Visualizer. There's some flyers for parties. I fuck with the breakcore you're using. Yeah, this is my first time really doing anything with 3D art or like it's not my first time using like computer animating software or whatever. Like I used AutoCAD in high school a little bit. To like that shit was lame as fuck though. It was so lame. Like you're just fucking, I don't know, bro. It's like if you want to make houses and shit, like I could still do that if I wanted to go back and relearn it, but I think I just want to be an artist. But like you're still an artist if you're an architect. For real. And then what else was I using? I was on Clip Art Studio and Procreate. Not Procreate. There's like some apps on my iPad and shit. My iPad broke. I used to draw on like paper. This is like my first time really doing some shit like this. And then my what the fuck? That's some spiritual shit, bro. This is a spiritual account, bro. I don't know, bro. I hope I don't get fucking. I'm unfollowing that fucking account, bro. Alright. I was trying to show you my fucking my spiritual videos, bro. very spiritual. But I was making these on CapCut. I'll show you my latest one.
1%, your inner knowing is a real thing. It's not wishful thinking, it's an intelligence of it. It only takes 1%, your inner knowing is a real thing. It's not wishful thinking, it's an intelligence of its own. Say I am, only for what you want to keep. Those words tell your mind who you are, and your body follows. If you say I am tired, your body learns to be tired. If you say I am sick, it holds on to sickness. If you say I am healing, you give your body a reason to rise. Your system already knows how to repair itself, but it listens to what you believe. Feed your mind what you want to keep, and your body will follow without question. It only takes 1% of the collective consciousness to become aware of the truth, which will create a domino effect that will eventually put the truth into the awareness of everyone. Please be a good person, break a dumbass rule, and fight the good fight. Put your soul and morals first, and always do the best you can within anything you do. The universe does not withhold, we do through the walls we have built around our own worth. When we dissolve the fears, the doubts, the programmed patterns, and the old stories, we come back to the truth that we were never separate from abundance. Open your heart, expand your energy, and let yourself receive. You are valuable beyond measure, and you are ready. If you aren't following me already, you may never see me again, young blood. Make sure to follow me and like and share the video so I can keep creating this dope content for you. It only takes one.
Oh boy, do I have something to tell you. You see, modern life moves in a predictable, repetitive cycle of screens, schedules, and shopping. This loop creates the illusion that it is all there is, that reality is confined to what we see in our routines. But this is a carefully maintained facade, a surface-level existence shaped by standardized surroundings, identical stores, endless streets, glowing screens. It's a manufactured rhythm that numbs us to anything beyond it. Suburban roads follow the same blueprint, grid patterns, wide lanes, endless stoplights, right turns on red. It's efficient and hypnotic, however this design flattens uniqueness and dissolves your sense of place and autonomy. Uniform environments emerge through intention. Predictability becomes a control tool. When every street looks familiar, curiosity fades. You stop noticing. You stop asking, and the cycle continues. Walmart, Target, Starbucks, TJ Maxx, every city and every suburb has the same facades, layouts, and products. It's design familiarity. Predictable experiences reduce friction, but also suppress imagination. These clone shopping zones present the illusion of choice.
So what is this genre?
Instead of discovery, you're rooted into repetitive consumption. A layer in the fabricated flow.
It's like
fast food chains are the most literal form of an assembly line society.
Pre-made,
standardized, mass-fed, engineered for addiction. It numbs the senses while damaging health. These chains sell more than meals. They sell routine, identical branding, menus, and tastes. Templates override connection to real food, land, or nourishment. Dependence replaces awareness. Even social media is a digital assembly line. Infinite content is tailored by algorithms to mirror you back to yourself. But repetition doesn't lead to reflection. It leads to stagnation. You're fed what maintains your attention rather than what expands your perspective. Each scroll tightens the loop and trades self-discovery for manufactured identity. Every day, hundreds of millions of people punch into the machine. The 9-to-5 model drains your energy just enough to prevent resistance while keeping you functioning.
That video long as fuck. I've seen that shit a lot of times. Let's watch one I haven't seen in a while. This one got like fucking almost like 50K views.
Oh boy, I know it may seem like everything, and everyone has been attacking you real hard lately, but I just wanted you to know that it is your fault due to the light you shine upon others. You see, when a person is lost in the shadows of their own soul, lost in grief, shame, envy, or unhealed wounds, the goodness in others does not comfort them. It pisses them the fuck off. Joy, peace, and authentic light in another become unbearable reminders of a light they no longer feel or never even had. This is why the miserable often lash out at the happy. Not because they are inherently cruel, but because they cannot comprehend the fact someone has achieved a form of peace with their own inner turmoil. Misery loves company, not companionship, but equal suffering. The mere presence of someone who has transcended that misery becomes intolerable. And so no good deed goes unpunished. The brighter you shine, the more you risk becoming a target to these negative entities. Light is not just illuminating, it reveals and exposes the truth. When someone radiates truth, kindness, or calm, it reflects all that another has not yet faced within themselves. Your goodness becomes a disruption. Your joy, a contradiction. Your peace, a provocation. And the brighter you shine, the harder they will resist your light. Your light becomes a mirror. The more you embody hope, the more pressure they feel from their own hopelessness. Your love unsettles their cynicism. Your presence destabilizes the fragile illusions they have built their identity around. They may attack your kindness, diminish your light, or punish your peace, not because it is false, but because it threatens what they need to believe in to avoid change. So these entities target you, not because you have done wrong, but because your very existence proves something different is possible. You are living proof that the soul can rise from darkness, that a heart can remain open in a cold world, that light can still shine. And that is terrifying to someone who has given up on themselves. Remember this. When it seems like the whole world resists your light, when it attacks your joy, mocks your goodness, or punishes your peace, it is not because you are wrong. It is because you are powerful. If you aren't following me already, you may never see me again. Make sure to follow me and like and share the video so I can keep creating content for you. Be careful on your journey and make sure to always shine your light. Oh boy, I know it may seem like everything, and everyone has been attacking you real hard lately.
That shit just a fucking party trick though. Like, it's just AI and shit that people already made. Like, you know, it's cool, but it's just like I only do that shit to spread the message, and then yeah, but like I want to fucking animate shit, bro, like really cool shit.
Hello and welcome to
Like this kind of character.
how to make a low poly 3D character in Blender. Woohoo! This day finally came. If you've been following me for a while, you've probably seen that my most recent artworks.
Like this.
Hi everyone.
Like this art style, bro.
From
Specifically.
Hi to feelings of
Like the clean, you see how this shit is just like, I don't know how to describe it yet. But I know you know what I mean. Like the HD look.
Before I roll the tutorial, I have a
Cause like, bro, me personally, I don't even like 3D anime. But there's certain ones that I do really fuck with.
very traditional way. And I
But it
think
has to
that
be in a
these
certain
things
kind of
make
art
things
style.
look pretty before you go back and fix them. Helpful shortcuts here to know are Alt-S to change the thickness of a segment, E to extrude new segments, and Control-T to twist a strand if Blender decides to face it the wrong way, which it will do very, very often. In my case, now that I have all the loose hair in the front position, I have to deal with the back of the head. Using a toon shader, most of this will probably be hidden anyway. And with that, we are done modeling. It's time to tie it all together with shading.
Yeah, like look how
Guess
clean
what?
that shit
I have
looks.
some shading skill to share with you. This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Shading your model and flipping it inside out, and then shading that flip model.
Yeah, you see, look, and then the
You see
black
this
borders.
everywhere, and for good reason.
Yeah.
It's portable to any platform. It gets the job done 99% of the time, and it's very flexible with things like line weight. The only issue is that it
Like-
doubles the poly count of your character, and it sometimes can be a little hard to work with. And because it technically culls at the character, it's nearly impossible to make these outlines look as hand-drawn as grease pencil. That being said, with the power of vertex groups, this outline method supports powerful line weight tools that for some styles like Guilty Gear are absolutely essential. Guilty Gear uses tons of inverse holes for any outline it can't achieve with texturing, and the tech they use is pretty advanced, but lucky for
That's
us,
cool as fuck.
godfather of basically all ArcSys tech has created a geometry node setup just for this. Contained in the same file as the Guilty Gear shader is the outline geometry node setup. To use it, you'll just apply the nodes to your model, fill in all the
What is up with his
points,
character, bro?
tell your outline what to do.
I fuck with that.
Is character modeling impossible to learn? No, definitely not. If you're looking overall form, by following these steps, over time you'll go from a rough blockout to a more detailed.
I'm not always gonna be making females, but like, I don't know why all these videos are just fucking females, bro. I was just trying to show the art style. But yeah. Let's finish this video.
Here, that will turn all the black lines off, my lights and things. Things like that, so I can really see what my scene looks like, and that's great. I'll just click away from that light object so we can't see it anymore. Let's turn those up to 1000. That's looking good. Maybe a tiny bit more. Now that's looking much better. If I turn the overlays off just here, that will turn all the black lines off, my lights and things like that, so I can really see what my scene looks like.
Wait.
And that's great. I'll just click away from that light. Use those lights.
Okay, he's messing with the lights right now.
And then let's turn those up to 1000. That's looking good. Maybe a tiny bit more. Now that's looking much better. If I turn the overlays off just here, that will turn all the black lines off, my lights and things like that, so I can really see what my scene looks like. And that's great. I'll just click away from that light object so we can't see it anymore, and our scene's looking really good there. So you might want to pause the video, adding in a big blue area light at the top there. Okay, so the scene's looking really great there. I'll just bring back my overlays and I'll explain one more thing about the area light. So try and click on.
No, I just fucked up. I'm gonna change that. Change this. Maybe it's just too straightforward, that's why. Just put it like behind him. This is like a game in itself, honestly. I don't know. Let's see what he says.
So you might want to pause the video, adding in a big blue area light at the top there. Okay, so the scene's looking really great there. I'll just bring back my overlays and I'll explain one more thing about the area light. So try and click on the area light there. Remember, you've got the outliner as well. Oh, I have accidentally added this to the monster layer, so I will need to do a bit of organization in a moment. The one thing with the area light that's quite useful is you can scale it up like this and it softens the light. So it naturally softens it. You can do that within here as well, so you can change the size in here, but it's much easier in the actual scene. And like I was saying, that softens the light, so it makes it slightly less powerful when it's like this, but it creates a very soft light with less shadows, and it will fill in the scene a bit more. So a nice big area light gives a nice fill light for our scene. So the last thing to do then is some compositing. Now if I jump to the compositor now and click on the new button there, we've got our rendered layers just here. If I jump to the compositor now and click on the new button there, we've got our rendered layers just here, much like the node editor, which is going to view. If I jump to the compositor now and click on the new button there, we've got our rendered layers just here, much like the node editor, which is going to our output here. The only problem is that I've got no render to effect, so we actually need to render our scene first. So let's go back to layout mode so we can position our camera. It's a bit easier when we got a big viewport like this, so that's why I've used layout mode instead of the shading workspace. I'll go into the camera, turn on my lock, and then just start. Position our camera. It's a bit here. The only problem is that I've got no render to effect, so we actually need to render our scene first. So let's go back to layout mode so we can position our camera. It's a bit easier when we've got a big viewport like this, so that's why I've used layout mode instead of the shading workspace. I'll go into the camera.
Okay, but why is this not?
I'm just chilling. I'm trying to see something. Nah, like I didn't, bro. I didn't.
So we actually need to render our scene first. So let's go back to layout mode so we can position our camera. It's a bit easier when we've got a big viewport like this, so that's why I choose layout mode instead of the shading workspace. I'll go into the camera, turn on my lock, and then just start moving my camera.
Why is my cube not wired like this? Oh my god, this is blowing my fucking concentration.
Layout mode instead of the shading workspace. I'll go into the camera, turn on my lock, and then just start moving my camera to a nice layout mode so we can position our camera. It's a bit easier when we've got a big viewport like this, so that's why I choose layout mode instead of the shading workspace. I'll go into the camera, turn on my lock, and then just start moving my camera into a nice position. So somewhere around here where we get the lights in the scene, we've got the old man on one side, the beast on another. Somewhere around there looks good. Perhaps I'll rotate around a touch more. That's the only thing about having two lamps. It's kind of in the way and sort of disrupts my view of our character here. Might bring it around more, maybe somewhere like there. So that's great. Now let's actually render this out. So again, just across to the render settings, I'm in 𝕒. If you are in cycles, you might want to just make sure you've got a time limit on your render of, let's say, 3 seconds, so it doesn't take too long. But I'm going to change back to 𝕒 and render out with F12. And remember, that's the render button up here, render image. And because it's 𝕒, it's super quick, so that's great.
Shit! We did it. Once again. It's the most toxic art stream ever. I don't understand why people like to understand that they need to understand. I need silence. Yeah, I don't need a fucking wife. I need a better life. I don't need to type and write. I need to type these lines in. Yeah. I'm not focused on diamonds. I'm focused on the motherfucking priceless, everlasting knowledge coming from the eternal motherfucking fountain. You found need that shit, who clowning? I don't need to drink that fucking shit, nigga. I'm getting old and frowning and dying before I fucking leave. I'ma fuck around with the art and I'ma make that shit 3D. I'ma go in fucking Blender. I'ma make a fucking movie scene. Yeah, with the old man and the fucking monster, nigga. I don't give a fuck, I'm a fucking monster, nigga. But I'm still a motherfucking soldier, nigga. And I thought I done fucking told you, nigga. Like, bitch, please shut the fuck up. Bitch, please shut the fuck up. I'm trying to fucking focus. I'm trying to motherfucking focus. What you know about that shit? What you know about focus? What you know about staying up all night trying to create shit? What you know about staying up all night and you just streaming by your fucking self and you ain't have no fucking reason. You just wanna achieve it. You just wanna go be it. You just wanna find meaning. You just wanna find reason. You just wanna fucking do this shit every day, every night, every season. I don't even know what the meaning. I don't even know what the reason. I don't even know what my calling. I just know that I fucking feel it in my motherfucking spirit. Yeah, nigga feel so gifted. Yeah, nigga feel so lifted. All the fucking time I'm lifted. All the fucking time she tripping. All the fucking time we tripping. I don't even know, it's a fucking never ending cycle. Like, who fucking did it? Who done it? Who was wrong in the moment? Does it even fucking matter? All the fucking time stolen. Damn, nigga, who did it? Who know it? I don't know. We chosen, all chosen. Yeah, heart frozen, too cold. Yeah, under diamonds like frozen. You know I'm so cold, bro, and I got that shit all blender. Yeah, I'm on lock on mode like a fucking sniper with the motherfucking AR-15 rifle. When I'm finna knock you down, and I'm just finna keep on climbing and climbing that motherfucking ladder. I don't even need no answer. I don't even need no answer. I don't even need no answer. I'ma just keep doing this shit. So yeah, I really try to focus on the fucking locust. I saw the fries first place, I don't even fucking who know this. Yeah, what, who wrote this? Yeah, they think it's stolen. Really came off that dome, yeah, nigga, what, just trolling, just vibing. I ain't paying for motherfucking 40K, nigga. I'm just motherfucking chilling in my room. Yeah, I'm chilling all fucking day, nigga. And I'm real fucking alone, but I ain't fucking afraid, nigga. Cause I know that these niggas gonna ride away, nigga. Yeah, they gonna ride the fucking way, nigga. Yeah, do what I fucking say, nigga. Yeah, they want me to do what I say. Yeah, I don't even fucking say shit. I don't even fucking do shit. I don't even fucking know shit. I don't even know who did the shit. I don't even know who took the shit. Yeah, who on the shit? We on the shit. Yeah, I'm talking about on the shit. No, listen, nigga, I'm the owner, bitch. Yeah, oh shit. Yeah, I did the shit. Yeah, oh shit, I ain't stolen, bitch. Yeah, really out the fucking door. Yeah, now really feeling fucking chosen, bitch. All the shit I fucking dealing with.
And it's looking quite nice already. I'll close this down and I'll go now to the compositing workspace. Now, because I've rendered my image, there is actually something in the rendered layers now, which is good. I find it a bit distracting to have the render in the
Why is mine so
background
big?
here, so I'll turn off backdrop. I'm actually going to bring out a new window, so I'll move my mouse to the top corner here where the crosshairs appear, left click and bring out a new window like so. Incidentally, if you want to get rid of a window, you move your mouse into the middle, you can right click just there and join right or join left and so on. I'll just press escape to come out of that menu though. I'll change this window up the top left here.
Oh shit.
To the image editor, and notice if I just zoom out a bit, we've got the viewer node just here, so I'm going to change at the top here to the viewer. Change this window up the top left here to the image editor, and notice if I just zoom out a bit, we've got the viewer node just here, so I'm going to change at the top here to the viewer node just there, so I can see the finished result. Now in Blender 5 the compositor looks slightly different, and you can have these cool looking effects here, like for example chromatic aberration. I can click and drag that in here, and then I can click and drag it.
I fucked up though, cause he's dark, but he's like in the street light. I see why you only had 2 streetlights. I'm just gonna delete it. Alright. Yeah, see, like, that's way better. But he still needs to be, like, in the light more. So... Hopefully that tutorial is a series that covers lighting and character model rigging. I think this is the end of this series for that. I remember only seeing like this part 8 and then what am I doing? And then like one other video that I think could have been what
Blender
you're
is an
talking
incredibly
about.
powerful tool. You can
Yeah, so the last one in this series was
getting your cameras to
how to orbit and rotate your camera around an object. So we're gonna watch that after we finish this, and then I'm gonna hop off. And then we'll check that out tomorrow. What you said, lighting and character model rigging. Do you have a video that's like really good on that? If you could send a link, please.
in the middle of my render, and you can have these cool looking effects here, like for example to come out of that.
Okay. Alright, so I like that. We need to get the 2 screens back.
And because it's Eevee, it's super quick, so that's great. And it's looking quite nice already. I'll close this down and I'll go now to the compositing workspace. Now because I've rendered my image, there is actually something in the rendered layers now, which is good. I find it a bit distracting to have the render in the background here, so I'll
think it was
turn off
image editor?
backdrop. I'm actually going to bring out a new window, so I'll move my mouse to the top corner here where the
No, but even if I did it, it would probably be for different version of Blender. Alright, it's cool. I'll find one.
crosshairs appear, left click and bring out a new window like so. Incidentally, if you want to get rid of a window, you move your mouse into the middle and you can right click just there and join right or join left and so on. I'll just press escape to come out of that menu though. I'll change this window up the top left here to the image editor. And notice if I just zoom out a bit, we've got the viewer node just here. So I'm going to change at the top here to the viewer node just there so I can see the finished result. Now in Blender 5, the compositor looks slightly different and you can have these cool looking effects here, like for example, chromatic aberration. I can click and drag that in here, and then I can click and drag it in the middle of my render and out. See the finished result. Now in Blender 5, the compositor looks slightly different and you can have these cool looking effects here, like for example, chromatic aberration. I can click and drag that in here, and then I can click and drag it in the middle of my render and output. So if I drag that in there, it'll hook up and you can see some chromatic aberration now, and you can increase the factor if you want to make it look a bit crazy. If you want to delete them, make sure you press Control X. That dissolves it rather than deletes it. Then you'll keep that line there. So Control X is dissolve. And you can add some of these interesting effects in, like a vignette. Bring that in and then insert that in there. We've got a nice vignette around our scene, which I think works really well here. So I'll leave that in. Zoom out a little bit.
I like what I had before.
Grab both of these. G to grab these.
Chromatic aberration. It's my style. Yeah. How you think it look, Nocturnal? What we looking like? You looks great. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I like it. It looks like it really looks like he's like coming out of the shadows, you know? And then the glitch is like he's about to pounce. You look at his feet. And his claws, like his hands. You just see his spikes. The perfect project to continue. Like when we learned rigging and stuff. Type shit, yeah. And environments. Alright, so we're just gonna keep working on this scene then until we have like a completely animated scene of the monster attacking the guy. Cause you know, I was actually talking about it earlier. And I wanted to like he walks up and then like this light maybe starts flickering. So then he turns the flashlight on, and then this guy like walks up, and then he looks up and he gets scared, and then he drops the flashlight, and then the glitch effect happens, and then he pounces and like attacks him, and then the scene ends because he died. And then yeah, we could add some like trees in the background, and like a moon, and like stars in the sky and shit. Be cool as fuck. That's what's up. All right, let's do that.
And the effect I really want is the bloom or the glow, and that doesn't appear in the bottom here, so we have to press Shift A again, down to filter, and it's under glare. Remember, you can search for these things, but it's kind of fun to see all the filters you can use as well, but the glare node is the one we want, so I'll drag that in there, and you can see at the moment it's on streaks, and you can see some streaks of the eyes there. I'll just turn down the strength of that because I quite like the streaks in there. So we've got some cool streaks there. Let's zoom out a bit, and I'll duplicate this node. So Shift D to duplicate with that node selected. Bring it across slightly. It will insert itself in there. And I'll change this one to blue. And this one, if I turn the strength up, will make a little bit of fog glow come out of the eyes there. Now my lights aren't showing much glow because the emission texture set very high, so you might want to go in and change that emission texture, but I'll let you do that on your own. So that's quite fun. We've got
Okay, so you're saying it doesn't have the glow because of the emissions? I think it looks good though. Or maybe his is too good.
with that node selected, bring it across slightly, and it will insert itself in there. And I'll change this one to blue. And
the fuck?
Streaks of the eyes there. I'll just turn down the strength of that because I quite like the streaks in there. So we've got some cool streaks there. Let's zoom out a bit, and I'll duplicate this node. So Shift D to duplicate with that node selected. Bring it across slightly, and it will insert itself in there. And I'll change this one to blue. And this one, if I turn the strength up, will make a little bit of fog glow come out of the eyes there. Now my lights aren't showing much glow because the emission texture isn't set very high, so you might want to go in and change that emission texture, but I'll let you do that on your own. So that's quite fun, and we've got that nice
the emissions. What am I doing? Ah. Let's bring this back. Let's bring that back. Okay. Let's bring this back. Let's do this. Perfect. Let's do that. Let's do this. Wait on. The color. Fuck. Well. Change color of object. Blender. Oh, shading. Okay. Okay, fucking hotkeys. It just changes that. I'm just gonna keep it how it is for real. see. Why is it so zoomed out?
So if I press F12 again, that will finish the render and add those effects on as well. We've got this really fantastic looking scene. And at this point you might want to close that render down and try out cycles, see what that looks like. Render my scene again. Takes a bit longer to render, but that works quite nicely. And then it takes a moment just to kick in with the effects. We've got that nice glow and look. Not that much different from Maybe really, but still great. So the last thing to do then is just to go back and double check you're happy with your scene in terms of the camera position, the lights. You might want to go to render view, perhaps out of camera view, and just do some adjustments to the lights and things like that to make sure you're really happy with your scene. Remember, in the shading workspace, if you want to change the world tab, then you must make sure you've got your world settings here, and you can go back to object if you want to actually change any of your materials in your scene. So if I, for example, choose my monster here, I could increase the roughness, for example, or make them really shiny, so you can test those things out and have a play. So hopefully you've enjoyed the series and you feel you've learned the fundamentals of Blender 5. If you want to take this further, then do check out the playlists on my channel and my courses. All the links for that are in the description. Thanks for watching and taking part. Please also share your work with me.
Oh fuck. You know, I actually think this is it for the day. Yeah. Let's watch that video.
Orbit objects is fairly straightforward, and it's a really good way of showing off your renders, and you can paste it over video with a transparent background, as you can see here. So let's go through how to do that. So let's start by adding something interesting to rotate around, so I'll delete the default.
Okay, this is like a little mini one. We're gonna do that as the start for tomorrow. I am done for the day. Nocturne, you still in here, bro? I'm done for the night, bro. It's been real, bro. Catch you tomorrow, bro. Peace.